extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jones. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Half 88. Detroit Johnson.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The Jets had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing, Jones.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Shedding the tackle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Bears! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Bears 21, Jets nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Jones on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Off play action. Jones flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd down and goal. Jones being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
17-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On second down, here's Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bears.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Gun.
Here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Jones throw taken in by Adams.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down.
He finds Wilson.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
From the 31, Jones.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It's caught here by Adams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stopped.
Turnover on down.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Bears.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 4-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure, or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He hits Adams complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
To throw again is Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Again, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wilson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.